Hi everybody, with the Rochester Institute of Technology in Rochester, New York, a very famous university, and that's the difference. It's a university, not just a college, meaning that it's a collection of colleges. Rochester has a long history, starting in 1829, and actually had some famous graduates. In fact, there's 15 graduates who are Pulitzer Prize winners. Most famous is Lyndon B. Johnson, who went on to be the President of the United States after Kennedy. And we're just going to start the tour here. We've come through the main entrance. Now, a great deal, of course, since it's a technology college and university, a great deal of the academics here are about technology, primarily civil engineering and mechanical engineering. However, since we're in the home of Kodak, where the Kodak camera was created, optics was a major part of this institution. And I'm going to take you now around the campus. We're going to see the housing for the freshmen. So Eastman Kodak was founded out of Rochester, and that was the beginning of what would be considered the camera age, though cameras had been around for a while. Film this way. Can you see clearly? Mm-hmm. Since what you're looking at here is some of the residential halls. So Eastman Kodak started out of here with a basic box camera, went on to create all types of cameras and optics and lens creation. Remember, a big part of the cameras wasn't just having a hole in the box, it was about creating the lens, the glass. That was created here at Rochester Institute of Technology, at RIT. Now, RIT has they're known as the Tigers, the Fighting Tigers, and they have a great number of sports here on campus, primarily soccer. Soccer is famous, and of course hockey, RIT hockey. There's an ice rink down, we'll see when we go by. Being close to Canada, you get a lot of the hockey players. So we're just going to come up this way. There we go. Now we're looking right at the Gosnell building, it's called. And we're on the East Campus. Now we're going to go around and see the different pieces of the campus. This is really more the liberal arts side of the campus. This is a lot of those general courses they talk about, where you're going to see mathematics, which, by the way, RIT leads the world in. English, history, science, that would be here. But it is a big campus, so you have a shuttle system, a small busing system that gets the students across the campus. It's a little slow right now because it's a Saturday, which makes this easy for us to film and make this view. So I'm just coming up on one of these glass buildings. And by the way, the endowment here is almost $1 billion. It's over $900 million. So financially, the college is very strong and continues to invest in the campus. I'm just going to come up here so you can see inside and see the center. Let me see, I'll take us around the parking lot. You get a better view of everything. There we go. Now, what you've got here, this artwork is actually windmills. And right now, RIT is investing a great deal of money in sustainable energy, or companies come here. Now, it's such a large university, companies put money into the college. Many of the colleges we see and we're going to see today are just purely academic, whereas RIT is known as a research center. And you see how this sign says, powered by clean energy. You actually got the windmills. They are creating sustainable energy. Companies come here, they pay the students and the top engineering professors to create new ways of doing this. We're seeing the moving around inside. Now, other thing that RIT moved into in the 1980s with the increase of the use of the processor was they started getting into computer science. And a lot of people don't know this, but a great deal of the technology that was on the space shuttle, the early space shuttles for NASA, some of it was actually created here. I'll come back around this way. Now, because it is so internationally known and so well known, it does recruit teachers, professors from all over the world. So you also get a breadth of just amazing people who come to teach here and work here and do research. Oh, there's the bus itself, by the way. We were just talking about the busing system. Here's the bus going by. You can see the orange. I don't know. Did you get it? Mm-hmm. There it goes. And this goes around the campus. You'll get, as a student, you get free bus passes. It's part of your tuition. And it goes from the dorms back to the academic buildings. So you don't really have to walk that far. What you actually find here on campus is certain parts of the campus are isolated to specific topics. So once you're in an actual major, you'll find that you stay primarily on that part of the campus and then take the bus out of there back to your dorm room. They have both freshman housing, which we're going to go around and see. The freshman housing is much more like an apartment building. And then as you move into your junior and senior years, they have much more like townhouses. Here, film this way, John, so you can actually keep seeing the buildings. Tuition here is about $30,000 a year. And they have a great deal of financial aid for qualified students. Now remember, we've been in the East Campus. We're going to go around to sort of the West Campus and see from the other direction. Coming around this way. They have a full medical facility here on the campus. When you have 15,000 students at any one time, I mean, it's larger than a city itself. They have their own police force, their own Alumni Center, different dining halls. They actually have its own little store, and it has its own post office. It's actually so large. Now here's the housing on the left we were talking about, the River Knoll apartments. Once you become a junior and a senior, you actually move into an apartment, and it's as big as a neighborhood. It's as big as a city neighborhood. That's that many students living here. You wouldn't be disappointed in the housing. Very comfortable. I mean, you can really go back, unlike a typical dorm room. You can see here, look to the right, to the housing. This is like a little town, and this is actually the college housing here. I'm going to turn down one of these little roads so you can see the houses. Beautiful settings, benches are out. You can do some barbecuing if you get a small barbecue out here. I mean, you really are in your own little city. We're actually now chasing the shuttle bus. He's probably wondering why we're following him. But he'll just go around the campus. It's probably a slow day for today. And I'm going to go up to the left here because I want to get you up near the library. Though there's several libraries. Some of the libraries are dedicated purely to science, some more to literature. You'll have no problem finding a place to study. Oh, now we're going against the, I don't want to hit the shuttle there. There's our bus. And look at this village. This is just a place, this global village on the left is just a place for students to go in and get food. They have all kinds of food from around the world, sort of a buffet style that you can go in, sit down, and inside you can see they have outside dining. I'm going to get us a little closer to the buildings. I'm trying to be careful here not to get too close to any of the cars. There we go. They have an Alumni Center and the food court. So again, there is obviously cafeteria style eating, but you can actually come here and just enjoy food from all over the world because students come here from all over the world. Very diverse. There's the safety center, which is the local police, and off to the left, you see right there, it's called the Midnight Oil. That's actually an all-night coffee shop. So students can get coffee and study there all night. I'm going to come back around this way. Take us back on the main road. Now remember, the campus is really set up in a circle, more like an oval. So you can go round and round, and that's what the shuttle buses are doing. Though the shuttle buses get in a little deeper into the campus too. Looking back at some of the housing, I really am just taken back on how beautiful these townhouses are where students can stay. I mean, you can really stay here in comfort, no problem. We're going to get over toward the athletic fields. And as I said, RIT, though it's a technology college, has got a very vibrant program for athletics. And they're, again, most famous, I think, for hockey. Oh, here's another shuttle bus going around. This is a different bus. Just the campus. You see the sign says it's the campus shuttle. They'll just pick up students, go round and round. All right, we've got a couple of the outside soccer fields right here. And we're going to take a left. Oh. You do have to be careful here on campus. The speed limit is only 20 miles an hour, which does make traveling a little slow, but easy for us to make our view. Here's the ice center that I was talking about. This is the inside ice, hockey, and exercise. The road is closed, so I'm going to go around this way. Now what's nice too with the parking lots, they tell you from which parking lot where you can reach things. Here's the outside tennis courts, which are really well maintained. And there's an outside garden for science classes. You can see too, they kept a lot of the natural topographics, a lot of the details. There we go. Now you can see inside. Look at that. You can see the ice hockey teams. There's pictures on the wall there of all the years them playing hockey. They have male and female hockey. We love our ice sports up here in the Northeast. Again, if you like just playing tennis, though they have a tennis team, you can come over and use the tennis courts anytime. Now this is called Winding Way. We're going to kind of go around a little bit. School of Business. You got to be careful, all these stop signs or I'll get a ticket. I think I can go this way without any problems. I really don't, I'm kind of on one of the service roads. I don't think I should be back here. We're going to go up that way and turn around though. There we go. Off to the right again, you see more of the sports buildings, and we're just getting toward the football field. RIT isn't famous for football. It's got a good team. And that's the track and field going around it, obviously. There you go. Let's see if I can go down this way without getting in trouble. This is the field house for different inside sports. There we go. Inside track. Look at that. How beautifully maintained is that? That is their track and field. RIT has sent several athletes to the Olympics. Off to the left is the baseball field, which is under some reconstruction right now. I'm going to have to turn around because I don't think this is actually a road. I think I'm on a walkway. Try getting back out to the main road. Zip around. Look at that.
The robot cuts the grass.
The robot.
The robot cuts the grass.
They have a lot of technology here. This is a wonderful campus. I said to you, the real advancements is not just in optics, but now they're leading the way in the Northeast in sustainable energy. Teaching students about wind power, solar power. Let's try to get in here into this parking lot. That way I know where cars should be. I'm going to take you all the way down to the residential halls, and that should give us a full view of the whole campus. There's their sign, the Fighting Tigers. can see from this direction the track and field and the baseball. Coming up, they have some beautiful fountains too. The landscaping is so well done. You can see how well the grass is cut. They have fountains, small ponds and lakes. Now, what I think the best way to do this is from this angle. What you're seeing here is two different things. One is the music center. Now, again, you've got to remember, even though it's a technology college, they do a great deal of work with music, mostly symphony music. You know, the string quartets, things like that. So, yes, even though technology college, they still do art and music. They do a great deal with. I'm just going to try to get up here without it starting any problems. There we go. When you get up here to the residential halls, and it's a little bit tricky because these are where the freshmen live. This is where the theater is. You're seeing the back of the theater. The tall building to your right, which is an enormous skyscraper, is for freshman housing. We said it is a campus of over 15,000 students. So just the students could be a city all on its own. And that doesn't include the graduate work. It has masters and, of course, doctor programs. A doctor from RIT is highly coveted in any of the STEM fields: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Take us back out of the residential area. Try taking us around the back of the campus. It's the summer and it's a Saturday, so it's very low traffic right now. But you could see, even with the low traffic, you still had the shuttle bus going round and round. So you don't have to worry about transportation or parking. There's plenty of parking for students, even with 15,000 students. But I'm not always in favor of having a car on campus, because then you got to maintain it, take care of it, things like that. You can take the bus right into Rochester, and on campus they have enough facilities that you don't really have to leave the city, the campus, and go down into the city. All right, let's see if we can keep going around here, and I'll take us right back to the beginning of the campus where we started. These are just more apartments. Just gonna stop here so we can get a ticket. And we are coming back around. There we go. Some more of the freshman housing. And again, you can see there's a sign here. They have their own post office. So if you want to mail something, you don't have to leave the campus. There's a little corner store if you just want to buy snacks and food. Though again, the campus has a ton of restaurants and diversity of them. Natural beauty here, the landscape. So I said, though it's, the title is Rochester, you're not in the city, you're on the outside of Rochester. We haven't gotten near Rochester. It was just founded in 1829 in what was the Rochester area. So you're really in a very rural area. Just off campus is really some major roads. Oh, we gotta slow down. Speed limit is 25 on this main road. There we go. A lot of beautiful wildflowers. Around. These blue boxes are for safety. Anytime there's an emergency, so if your person wants to go out running, things like that, you can see how very close these blue boxes are. Get the alarm. Security will be here in minutes. Background past the ice center. This is the hockey rink. Heading right back to the entrance where we came in. So just so you can see how the campus has plenty of access roads going around, very well designed, easy to navigate. You wouldn't be lost here. You wouldn't be lonely. Housing. Again, when you talk about 15,000 students, the residential program is managing a town itself, the head of residency. Just coming back around to the front, if you can pan to the right, some more of the academic buildings. Again, that restaurant we talked about. Look at these trees too. I can't get over this landscaping. What a beautiful job they've done. And these buildings are fairly modern. They've only been built in the last 10, 15 years. And there's new ones going in all the time. And the maintenance is constantly kept up to date. A couple of guys out walking. One of the shuttle stops right here. Up to the front of the get to the front of the college again. Hold on. There we go. The Alumni Center off to the left and the Visitor Center. So when you come for admissions, you get the admissions building right here and the alumni. So anytime they want to visit, pick up car stickers, things like that. They do during the school year require you to sign in and get a parking permit. They want to keep track of everybody who's on campus. Brings us right back to the front of the campus again, right where we came in. I mean, that tells you how very large this campus has been. You can see some of the night lights over here. We've got a field. Hold on. Here we go. Just trying to get around the green here so you can see more of the buildings. There we go. Now you get a full landscape of everything. The Science Center. Off to the left, you can see some of the other centers. The auditorium. Again, the Liberal Arts Center. And actually Microelectronics, where they make microchips. I'm just letting this guy go. Sideswiped. They have a gallery up here. Over here here to the right, so for the artwork, they can display their galleries. There's the music center to the right. You see it's called the word magic right up there. Finally, some of the visitor parking, if you want to come and visit. The Baal Shalom Center, which is where they worked on optics for eyeglasses and cameras and all kinds of things. And that takes us right back to where we came in. Folks, right here in the middle, there's a roundabout. We're going to do the roundabout and thank everybody for touring the campus with us. Please tune in to see more of our views here in Rochester and around the country. Everybody have a good day. Thank you.